I grew up in Berlin. I'm from Berlin, Germany. I come from a non-musical family, so both my parents are not musicians. My father is a journalist, columnist, and my mother is working in PR, so they're more like towards the word, the language, not the music so much. But I have four siblings. All of them do somewhat music, not professionally necessarily, but they play it, and we play it together, which was also, I think, probably more my motivation for starting music, because as every younger sibling should know, you always want to imitate your elder siblings, so that's what I did. My eldest sister plays the violin, my eldest sister is a singer, and my elder brother plays the double bass, and I have a younger brother who's 12 now and plays the cello as well. He's quite good, and we play together sometimes. When you think about it, the cello is one of the biggest string instruments, obviously. So what you do is you hug it, basically. And that's what I love about it so much, that you are really one unit, the instrument in you. I think that's more than with any other instrument. Well, the range of emotions you can express with this instrument is just unbelievable. I love many instruments, don't get me wrong, but the cello always was the one and only instrument for me. I started playing the cello when I was 8. I had a wonderful teacher back then who was very open to everything. He didn't stick so much to scales or etudes, which made it for me as a child much easier to, stay disciplined a little bit with the instrument. I think the first time I was able to sense that this was going into the direction of a profession, the time when I got the most passionate about music was when I was introduced, about the time when I was introduced to my current teacher, Wolfgang Emanuel Schmidt, and also to the Kronberg Academy. It was a masterclass 5 years ago, and I was just blown away. And so the first ever masterclass I did, I remember I chose the teacher by how nice they looked, because I just didn't know anyone. And then I got into this, and I think Kronberg was, for me, the first step into this world. This was always, for me, kind of the sacred place of studying music. Well, when I think about Kronberg, it's many things that I love about it. The fact that it's kind of an off-world setting, that it's a small town, and me coming from Berlin, it is a total contrast, and I love that, because you can really focus on music here. The opportunity to meet students from all over the world, extremely good students from all over the world, unbelievably inspiring teachers from all over the world. I've been able to work with names I would have never imagined even meeting in my life, so that's just a huge honor. My favorite place in Kronberg is my house. It's a really, really nice house. Some students call it the fancy house, which I like the term. Living with my colleagues gives me the opportunity to talk about music on very different levels. You can talk about this in a really nerdy way, and nobody thinks you're strange, which is just nice. It's 7 people of us living there. We are not there all the time at the same time, but we have an amazing time together, and it's just a beautiful way of living. Billy Wilder makes me laugh a lot, but also many other comedians. A good joke is just something that's very important for me. Music can also make you laugh, of course. Musical jokes are also great, like in Beethoven's 4th sonata in the last movement. There's this really odd plays with the fifths in the cello, which just doesn't really make sense in the piece, or at least it feels out of place. I had that before, and I think that's the most beautiful moment in a concert, if audience start laughing, actually. When I first saw a magic trick, it was for me like the first time I heard a brilliant piece. This moment of emotional astonishment. I was just like, so how is this possible? I mean, is magic real? Maybe something, And that's where I started with this urge to kind of get to know how it was done. I learned about everything I could: card tricks, coin tricks, mentalism. I can show you a little illusion though. Can you see this in the camera? just with a little shake, make it jump from finger to finger. I tried to make my little brother disappear once. Didn't work so well. It wasn't a good trick, but I tried. I'm not proud of myself. Music for me is just joy. When I play the cello, when I sit on stage, there's no moment that could be compared to that. Your goal as a musician, or my goal as a musician, basically is to create this moment for my audience, to connect with my audience, to communicate with the audience, to make them feel something they could not feel without music. I was very fascinated by Casal's saying that music creates a different space that is separated from us humans. Music is basically so great that whatever we mortal humans could ever do with it doesn't touch it. And that gives the musician especially, but also the listener, a sense of freedom. Maybe the only time anybody can ever truly be free is in art.